Money FM 89.3, the best of Saturday mornings. Saturday morning sit down.
Joining us in the studio, we are talking about Singapore's museum, specifically the Arts House and the Asian Civilisations Peranakan Museums, what they are going to do over this June holiday and how they're going to keep engaging Gen Z. Joining us, Michelle Choi and Deborah Lim. Michelle is with the Arts House and Deborah Lim is with the ACM and Peranakan Museum. Ladies, good morning. Welcome to the show. Great to have you with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us today.
Absolute pleasure. All right, Michelle, you can kick things off. You've got this wonderful season of events. It's called the Civic District Children Season 2025. Very impressive title. What does it mean?
Okay, so the Arts House Limited is actually a place manager for the Civic District Precinct. So in the precinct itself, we have the Asian Civilisations Museum, we have National Gallery of Singapore, we have the Esplanade, and we have the Arts House and Victoria Theatre and Victoria Concert Hall. Wow. So we have all these amazing art institutions with so much arts and cultural and historical value, right? And all of us individually, we work so hard to really promote and inspire audiences of all ages to love the arts. So as a place manager of the precinct, what we do is we roll out this initiative called Civic District Children's Season. And we want to combine, well, more like have a spot for everybody to highlight their programs and encourage audiences to just come join us and experience the arts in this precinct together with us. So that's how we want to connect our audiences and flow our audiences throughout the precinct so that they know the Civic District is a arts and cultural precinct. So one thing that we're doing this year to make it all connected is that we're also rolling out a free shuttle that will happen throughout 31st of May and 1st of June. We'll have it from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., so 8 hours. We'll have it hitting every point, so all of the stakeholders I've mentioned, and as well as we're also working with Raffles City, so that people can just hop off the City Hall station, get on the shuttle, and visit the different monuments that we have,
nice.
And experience the art programs.
Is it a circular bus that keeps kind of going around?
Yes. So we'll expect maybe like 15 minutes to 30 minutes of interval because it is a free shuttle, but we will do our best to accommodate as many as we can. So it's just really encouraging audiences to explore the different monuments that we have.
And just to follow up, Michelle, so how does it work? I'm interested. So you all sit down, all the stakeholders from the respective museums, you have meetings deciding who's going to do what? Is that how it works essentially?
So everyone at the end of last year, because when you plan a program, you have to plan it months and months ahead because you have so many things that can and cannot go wrong, as you would know. So we would have a discussion at the end of every year to talk about the following year and the programs that we want to have for the following year. So we realized that in our meeting that there was so much synergy in the dates and the programs that we have in the June period. In fact, this coming weekend, next weekend rather, all of us have a program happening as for children and families.
Wow.
So
that's a lot.
Yeah, and we wanted to make it so meaningful that we really wanted this year's children's season to be very connected. Hence, we're also rolling out the Little Explorers Trail. So it's basically a brochure that at any point of the monuments that you visit, of the 5 monuments that you visit, you get to receive this Explorers Trail. And as long as you've enjoyed any of the programs, you get to do a stamp on the brochure. And if you collected 3 out of 5 stamps, you get to collect a limited edition sticker pack.
I like that. I like that.
Nice. And Deborah, let's bring you in. Deborah Lim, the manager at the Asian Civilisations Museum for audiences. What's happening at ACM?
So, as Michelle mentioned, next weekend, 31st May and 1st June is where all of us will be presenting children's programs. So definitely come down to the Civic District. At ACM, we have a really exciting lineup of children's season programs. There are so many things to look forward to outside the museum as well as inside. So outside the museum, we are starting off children's season with a bubble performance with a bubble artist. So children...
You mean as in blowing bubbles?
Yes, so the artist will be blowing this like giant bubbles.
So this is facing the river? Is it?
Yes.
So you've got that lovely backdrop there, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So that's right in the morning. And then we are also having activities like you can do prints with the sun. So how it works is there's a special solution that you pour on a piece of paper, and whatever objects you place on top, it will develop a special blue color print in the sun. And in the museum, we have lots of other activities as well. There's going to be a roving theatrical adventure in the galleries called Space Boy and Time Pup. They are two characters that have never met, and they go through a journey to discover objects in the galleries and find out about what it means to belong. So speaking of that, we have themed all our activities to the overall children's season theme, which is belonging. And of course, it's SG60, and we wanted to bring that in to think about what does it mean to feel at home. Who makes you feel happy, safe, or familiar. And for us, it's very important for us to encourage a love and curiosity of ACM's objects. So we found objects in the galleries that might inspire this imagination in the children to consider, for example, what is familiar to them. So there's a really interesting bracelet in the jewelry gallery that has a little shape of a house. So our galleries seem a bit serious, but what we really enjoy doing is interpreting these objects into fun activities for children to enjoy.
I love that. I love that.
And Deborah, what's the age range for these activities that you have?
Usually the age range is 6 and above, but we do have a lot of smaller toddlers coming in as well. So as long as parents supervise them, usually they can enjoy most of our activities.
This is a question to both of you, really. Maybe Michelle first. I love the way, using your bubble example, that you are making the most of your spaces. You know, what do we have? What can we give to our audiences as a tactile experience? How did the planning go into that? And maybe give us some examples of, okay, this museum has got this space and we can use it for that. And this museum has this exhibit and we can use it for that. I think that's wonderful, the way you're incorporating what you already have.
Okay, so for Arts House Limited, as the place manager, we recognize that the different programs that all of our stakeholders, like Asian Civilisations Museum, for example, has put together. And how we come in is that we see any synergy that has in terms of time, like dates, in terms of the objectives or the themes, rather, that we have. And we put it together and we try to shout out everyone's programs so that, I mean, end of the day, our objective really is to invite people to join us and experience the arts and be inspired by the programs and activities that we've all put together. So maybe I'll take an example as what we are doing at the Arts House itself. The Arts House, we are also having a children's program called Monstrous Fun. That is also a monstrosity time, very fun, very cute. We also invite families and children to join us on the 30th of May to the 1st of June. We will have also a special lineup of programs. So one performance that I've programmed is an interactive performance for parent and child called Bimbang and the Curious Trunk. By the Open Score Project. So the Open Score Project actually talks a lot about maybe highlighting disappearing music and traditional cultures. So in this performance, not just talk about Southeast Asian folklore, but also introducing Parai drums to the audience and getting them to interact with the drums. So we're also introducing something called the Monster Parade this year. So it's the idea of connectivity, right?
Is this for Lady Gaga? You know, she's got her monsters.
Don't call me out. No. But Monster Parade is just a fun parade. We want to get the buzz going, right?
Yeah.
I mean, end of the day, we've done all these activities about monster dress up, monster crafts, monstrous music makers, and we want to get everyone, families, children, the teachers that come to the schools, any communities to be part of this parade. Get on your monstrous get up. We'll parade from the Arts House through the Victoria Theatre, or actually we will also, there's a route that we are exploring that will walk past the Asian Civilisations Museum to the Empress Lawn and have a look at what's happening at Little Sifa, which is this installation called the House Between the Winds.
There we go. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
yes. It's all to do with showcasing not just the different programs that we have at the precinct, but also the beauty and the arts that's happening around us. So this parade itself will bring the children to see not just the different venues, but also to highlight the fun arts programming that we have.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
We're talking with Michelle Choi, the Assistant Manager for Venue Programming at the Arts House, and Deborah Lim, the Manager for Audiences at the Asian Civilisations Museum and Peranakan Museum?
Yes, that's
Awesome.
right.
What's happening? Is there anything different happening at the Peranakan Museum during this season?
Oh, at the Peranakan Museum, currently we have an exhibition on called Batik Non-Yas. And it's a really cool exhibition which talks about 3 generations of batik makers from Pekalongan, Indonesia. So
Wow.
definitely check it out. The batiks are really beautiful.
Was it 2 years ago now that the Peranakan Museum was restored, was
Yes,
updated?
yes.
I can't believe how fast the time has gone.
Yes.
But that whole street in there now it's closed off. It has been pedestrian.
Yes,
for a
Armenian
while.
Street.
Yeah, Armenian Street. It's really nice down there, and that's the beginning or the edge of the old Botanic Garden.
Yeah, that's right.
So you have those big planter boxes with the original plantings from the original Botanic Garden.
Yes, and actually
quite
in those
interesting.
boxes, they have planted plants that are suitable for Peranakan cooking. So it's really cool. Sometimes there are pineapples and pomegranates.
Yeah. Different kinds of things, huh?
Yeah.
So, Deborah, how are the audiences changing? Are the audiences changing that are visiting the museums, ACM and Peranakan Museum? Are you seeing more Singaporeans come, or is it still a lot of tourists? How is that mix looking these days?
These days, I think post-COVID, we're definitely seeing more tourists. And definitely we love to welcome everyone at the museum. We also see a lot of families, and they look for activities to do to engage their children with during the weekends, especially in the school holidays, which is why we have programs that are suitable for the different types of audiences. So we have families and children's programs specifically for them, with them in mind. So specially designed for them. And through, I think, years of getting feedback from parents and working with them closely, we understand what our audiences want to do. So they want to learn, they want to play, they want something fun and bond with their child together on the weekends. We also have signature programs that are for adults and also younger people, and that's crossing cultures. This one happens 4 times a year on the evening. So those are more cool things, even though that program particularly emphasizes on intangible cultural heritage. But there are really fun stuff that happens there. It's when the museum really comes alive at night. So they do things sometimes like salsa night in the lobby, actually, or silent disco and things like that. So lots of performance.
Silent disco?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I've done it.
Have you?
It's amazing. I did it on a cruise ship, but you explained, yes.
You
It's
have
amazing.
your own headphones.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And you choose whatever music you want, and you're in your own world, and you just dance.
It is the weirdest thing if you're watching it.
Right.
Because there's just people going
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
And you can't hear anything. And none of them are in time because they're all listening to different music, different beats.
Oh, so it's not the same music.
No, they're listening to whatever they want. And they're just enjoying themselves in their own independent way. And it's great fun. It's great fun.
Can we put a moratorium on Neil dancing if he does show up for that?
I'll do it. It'd be great fun. But
We'll invite you next time.
oh, you don't want to see that. You really don't want to see that. But on the point of the Civic District, how do you keep attracting the younger generation, and how do you change your exhibitions? If you do you make them a more physical experience, a more tactile experience? Our generation is entirely digital, so they're used to touchscreen, they're used to touching things and getting a reaction or a response every time. Have you adapted in any way your exhibitions for the digital generation?
So I also work on hands-on and digital interactives for our exhibitions. And what we try to do is to make sure that there's something for everyone. So usually for parents, it's like they don't really want their child to have more screen time. So they do like things that are hands-on, that are analog. So we have things that you can touch,
Interesting.
you can listen to, you can draw, you can create. So that's usually what we do for smaller children, primary school. And then for the older people, of course, definitely like adults, Gen Zs or secondary school students, for example, they might be interested in things like technology. So, for example, currently we have Pagoda Odyssey special exhibition at the ACM, and there's a VR experience where you can put on this headset and enter a pagoda, and I think that's really magical because there's like dragons and you enter this world, and this is how we try to excite our audiences to make the objects come alive. because sometimes the stories just need to kind of be awakened, and then you need to invite them to be interested in it. So
Yeah.
technology is a great way to access that for us.
Michelle, as we look toward rolling this out, starts next weekend, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, next weekend. What's the best way for people to get an overview of what is where and when, and the shuttle bus, and there's a lot going on, and it might seem kind of hard to take it all in. Where should people try to access the information for everything?
We will always have our information up and ready on the Civic District's website. We also have our Instagram pages that will always have Instagram stories and posts to update everybody on whether it's the bus shuttle or any of the programs that our stakeholders have.
What's the Insta handle?
Civic District Singapore.
Civic District
Yes.
Singapore.
Yes.
And the website?
civicdistrict.sg.
Brilliant. And I'll have a
it
last
easy.
quick philosophical, provocative question for you both to finish. Why should kids go? They could say, I've been to their museum so many times, Civic District, I've been there 100 times. Why should kids keep going back to Singapore museums?
Well, end of the day, when we go to the museums, we want to experience something, whether it's something new or something that we connect with. So it could be going to the museum and going to any of the evergreen exhibitions that we have, or please do join us for all these limited edition, limited time only exhibitions and programs that we have. It's also part of joining in the buzz and the fun. But of course, if you can't come down with us, speaking of digital programs, right? So at the Arts House, we also roll out for our signature programs, digital programming. So for Monstrous Fun, for example, we will also have a digital program with one of our workshop artists, which is Luis Soliano. He's a jazz legend in Singapore.
He's been on the show.
He has? Oh, okay. He's so lovely. He's actually one of my workshop artists for Drama Story.
Wow.
And because
He's a legend.
he is, and we've been so honored and so pleased to have him join us for this Monstrous Fun as well. And of course, to extend the experience of the workshop of rhythmic expression, we're also rolling out a digital program featuring Luis Soliano. So what he's doing to do is to have a folk song to be interpreted in his own rhythm, and to encourage the audience to also improvise together with him.
So the kids are going to work with Luis Soliano
Yes.
on drumming.
Yes.
That's extraordinary.
That is unbelievable.
That is
That's for the
you might
workshop.
have buried the lead a little bit there. You've got a jazz legend, a Singapore jazz legend, working with the kids.
Yes.
Where is this?
This is Monstrous Fun from 30th of May to 1st of June
At the Arts House.
at the Arts House.
Every day.
He will have one session a day. Our tickets are still available for purchase on PTix.
Oh,
Brilliant.
I might just sign up for that.
Yeah. Is there an age limit for this?
We always say it's between 5 and 12.
Okay,
but,
we're in.
But we will see.
Mentally, or
Yeah.
I mean, we don't judge.
sorry, you were saying 5 or 12?
Yeah, 5 to 12.
Yeah.
But depending if we have a big booking, we're happy to accommodate. Yeah.
All right. And then final word to you. What makes the museums at the Civic District so special, particularly for young children? I mean, for everybody, but for young children in this case.
I think especially this June, we put in a lot of effort to come together on these dates, 31st June and 31st May and 1st June. So this weekend is where every single institution in the Civic District will come alive. So make it a day out where you can visit all of us and then end up at the ACM, of course, because we're right at the edge.
Yeah.
And join us for a whole day of fun, learn about arts and culture, spend time with your family, do hands-on activities, and just start your holidays with us.
Yeah. And use the cafes, give the local businesses some money as well. You've all got cafes and things, right? So
Yes.
there you go.
And bring Money FM along on your mobile device. You can stream
obviously,
us while you're walking
while you're
around.
drumming
Yeah, there you go.
with Luis Soliano.
Ladies, thank you so much for being with us. Michelle Choi, Arts House Limited, and Deborah Lim from ACM and the Peranakan Museum. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.